Hi, you guys. So sorry we're a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties, but this is our first time going live together and we kind of Jimmy rigged it. So here we are. Let's see. I saw a couple of you hanging out. So we will just take a little breather because that was stressful. I hope you guys are doing good. We just got the kids in bed and we're just gonna hang out with you guys for a little bit, answer some questions and share some of your stories that you have shared with us in the comments of some of our videos. So we're really excited about that. Did you have some of those or should I take a peek?
No, I could pull some up.
Okay. Hi. Glad you got it worked out. Yes, thank you so much. That was stressful. It'll be better quality next time. We kind of had to switch gears and try something else because we had a little bit of a, what's it called?
A snafu.
A snafu.
We'll definitely have that figured out next week.
So sorry about that. Oh, hi guys. I can see you guys jumping on. Thanks for joining us, our first Friday Night Live. So what we wanted to start with was a victory, a victorious story from our community that was put in the comments of one of our videos. So Garrett's going to go ahead and read that.
Yeah, so I'm not going to name names, but this was a comment on one of our recent videos. It says, I'm in the carnivore community because it reversed my daughter's illness. But as for weight loss, I've heard Maria Emmerich's PSMF approach is helping people. But anyway, says later, she reversed her own PCOS, helped her husband with his health issues and her 2 children. So just more success from the carnivore community. And she says, thanks for your transparency. We try to be transparent in our videos and mostly Hayley's videos. So I thought that was kind of a cool story. So yeah, reverse PCOS and other things like that. Obviously, I'm not a doctor nor a medical researcher, but it's also really cool to hear people reverse illness, and we are among them for sure. So
yeah. Did you want to update them on your 5 months, kind of where you're at?
Oh yeah, because I'm a week behind you.
Yeah.
Yep. So I am almost at 5 months carnivore so far. Still waiting for my eczema to be completely gone. I'm hoping that happens soon. It's been a lot easier to deal with, especially getting into the winter months than it has been over the years. So I am excited about that. I am officially 35 pounds down in 5 months. So I started at around 270. I'm rolling around 235 right now. So I'm gonna have to buy new clothes here pretty soon. Clothes are starting to hang off me, and pants are getting baggy and such. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, we've had some really awesome success, and I want to hear about your guys' successes. So put them in the comments. We love to showcase some of them here on the live stream. If you want to kind of type it out, and we'll talk about it. We've had a lot of great successes, and actually, some of our neighbors have decided to start trying carnivore, which is really exciting. So we're excited about this like little movement. It feels like a grassroots movement, even though I know that there's some like really big players in the carnivore community, like Dr. Barry, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Kiltz. I'm sure there's so many others. Those are my 3 go-to, but who else is there? What is it down under?
Paul Mason is good.
Paul Mason. Yeah. Let's see. Linda. Oh yeah, here, let's do this. Linda, almost 5 months carnivore, no PCOS or autoimmune symptoms in 3 months. That is such a win.
That's awesome.
Should we do one for her from Dr. Barry? He says, huzzah. That's what he says. So that is so great. We're on the same timeline. I'm 5 months out too. That's so awesome. Keisha, Keisha wrote in, hello, Garrett and Hayley. Thanks for sharing and congratulations on your first live stream. Thank you. You are an inspiration. Oh, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much for saying that. We have been a little nervous about this whole experience that we've been having. There's been a lot of learning and growing as we go. And but the majority of people are so nice and supportive and kind. Like this whole carnivore community is so great. And I think that really kind of sets it apart from other communities that we've been in, not to name any, but this community is just hands down the best. You're so sweet, Ellie. It's okay. No big deal. We figured it out. Yeah.
We didn't plan ahead
I know.
as far ahead as we could have. So
we should have, yes. Bedtime took a little longer. Not that I'm making excuses, really, because we should have planned a little bit better. But, the first one always goes a little bit. Let's see. Z says there's a lot of big players, but I like the smaller players as well, more relatable. I agree with that. We've made some good friends already in this community, and they're all people who are just very humble, very like down to earth, and they're just living their normal lives and doing this. And we find a lot of support from those kinds of people too. So yeah, it's really fun. Oh, we got one here. My Apex Odyssey. Almost 3 months. And my best improvement still is my amazingly improved outlook on life, mental clarity, and motivation.
That's a big one. That's a big one for us. I tell you what, man, I work an office job. I work in IT. I'm cybersecurity. So I sit at a desk at a computer, and every single day for the last several years, 2:30 would roll around after lunch, of course, and I would get the 2:30 to 3 o'clock crash. And man, since eating this way for about 5 months, that just doesn't happen anymore. So kind of going off of mental clarity, I do feel like I'm a lot more attentive, not only at my job, but also with my kids and with my family. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. And that's something that we noticed a few weeks in. It's almost like this fog that you've had forever was all of a sudden lifted and you didn't even know that you had it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And actually he kind of influenced somebody at work. You could maybe talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm toward the around the start of when I started doing this. Of course, when you're carnivore, you have to tell everybody that you're a carnivore, not to be braggadocious, but just you have special dietary needs now. And so yeah, my whole team knows that I only eat meat. And over 5 months, I've lost about 35 pounds and gone down in clothes sizes. So actually, one of my coworkers came up to me and asked lots of questions about what we're doing and the benefits that we've noticed, if there are any negative symptoms, which of course I said no, other than the first few weeks of adjustment period. And I think he and his wife are going to start doing it in January for at least 90 days to just kind of see how it goes for them. And if it goes like it did for us, hopefully there won't be any looking back as far as that goes for him. So that's pretty cool. It's really interesting when you talk to other people and they actually, more importantly, they just start to notice something different in you, and people ask, and it just feels really good to talk about it. And then it really feels amazing when people start to say, like, I'm going to do what you're doing, and I hope to see results in him as well, and hopefully he and his wife enjoy it.
Yeah. And it is fun to find friends near you that do the same thing, because you can feel, especially at first, a little bit like maybe an outcast. Even though you know why you're doing it, it can feel a little bit like you're pretty alone, because the reason that our tagline is "my cholesterol is fine" is because the very first thing we typically hear is, how's your
Yeah,
cholesterol?
what about your cholesterol?
What about your heart? You're gonna die young, like, you know, all that stuff. So it is
Yeah.
nice to maybe have a friend coming along that's gonna be doing it with us that's close. So
Yeah. I tell people I eat 5 eggs, at least 5 eggs a day, and the looks I get from that, like, you know how much cholesterol are in eggs? Like, yeah.
yeah, I do. Thanks. That's so funny. Okay, we've got one here from Sue. 2.5 months in and down
Holy cow.
31 pounds. Sue, that is amazing. Crohn's disease is so much better and arthritis is much better. Wow, that is such a win. Like 31 pounds in 2.5 months, you know, and it's interesting because a lot of people will, I would have made this assumption that, like, well, that's unhealthy. Like losing that much weight that quick is unhealthy. But I really feel like our bodies just so badly want to release that.
Yeah.
It just wants so badly to be like, let me go, let me be free of this. And so, yeah, even in the first 7 days when I started, between day 1 and day 7, I can't believe the amount of inflammation that went down. I wish I had a picture to put up here on the screen, and I'll probably make a video showing each week progression that I had up to a certain point. So, but yeah, congratulations, Sue. That is so great. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have family members that have Crohn's disease, so I'll have to let them know about Sue's story, and hopefully it'll inspire him to switch over as well. So,
Yeah.
congrats to you.
That's so great. Hopefully you guys can't hear. Shawnee's in the background there and she's making some noise. She's whining a little bit, wondering what we're doing. But yeah, we're so proud of this community and these people here. You're all so incredibly supportive, and put in the comments where you're hailing from too, because I'm curious. We've had people from other countries, people over on the East Coast. My co-host on the Lioness Lifestyle Live, Ellie, at Nourishment Redacted. Love her. She is over in, is it Florida, Ellie? I'm pretty sure it's Florida. I know you're in there. But yeah, we've got let's put these up. We've got a Utah right there. Hello. How do you like Utah?
You guys probably got snow on the ground already.
Oh, we've got Oregon. Hi, Keto. How is it? Boregonian. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, that makes sense. That's awesome. And then we've got Mississippi, Ontario. Oh my goodness, Ontario, Canada. We got two from Ontario. Hi, you guys. Oh, and
Utah is cold.
yes.
Yeah, I'm originally from Utah, actually, and it is cold. I remember growing up and going trick or treating, and there was no point in wearing costumes because we always had a big winter coat over it. So that's Utah.
He considers himself a recovering Utahn.
Yeah. Still got a lot of family in Utah.
Yeah. We both do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So fun. Wow, you guys, you're all over the place. That's awesome. Yeah, so we really appreciate all of the support and kindness that we've experienced, especially after one of our videos. I'm not going to point it out necessarily, but a lot of people were very kind. We've got in Arizona. Hi, Ruth. Oh, well, tell us about it. I bet it's nice.
Are you in the cold part of Arizona or the warm part?
Oh, I guess that's true. You'll have to tell us. I'm not sure. Yeah. So I'm going to filter through a couple more of our community comments because I am just so proud of all of you guys. If you're just tuning in, please put in the comments your positive experiences, or if you're struggling with this carnivore lifestyle or you haven't started yet and you need some encouragement, put it in the comments and we'll do the best that we can to cheer you on. We absolutely love this community.
Questions for us too?
Yeah. I mean, anything.
We're not experts, or we're just start a conversation.
Well, we can't give medical advice, but if you have questions about us, about our journey, about anything related to us, we're happy to answer any questions. Let me go down here. I gotta Oh, we've got a... Oh, we've got another... That's Oregon.
Oregon, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome. That's somewhere that I wouldn't mind retiring.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's nice over there. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta get past all the vegan ones. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of that on our
Hey,
channel.
no disrespect.
No
We were there too.
disrespect. No, none at all. So here's one. 5 years carnivore, would never go back. Cured severe IBS and fatigue. The wife does the same, and has had 3 kids in 5 years, always breastfeeding, and she looks and feels great. Keep spreading the word. So this one,
Another Ontario.
Man, hey, my Canadians, they're so great.
The Canadians
I love it. So with the IBS and the fatigue, like that, remember that video I made where I talked about, well, I'm sure I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos, but the sickness I would get where I would just like, you guys, it was so crazy bizarre. Like it would come when we were road tripping. And so I would have these episodes at other people's houses where I was throwing up and all night, constantly. It was horrible. And like diarrhea. And then it would be fine the next day, but it was an all night event and it would come at the most random times. And I couldn't stand it. It was just like, and the doctor told me I had an anxiety stomach.
And it always came right at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
It was the same time at night. Yeah. And we couldn't link it to food that I had eaten that day. We could never link it to anything. And the doctor told us that it was anxiety. Like I came into the doctor's office. I sat down. We had just moved to the area that we live in now. So I didn't know this doctor very well. And he like left and then came back and said, well, the nurses told me that sounds like anxiety stomach. So the doctor told me that the nurses told him that I must have anxiety. So they gave me a medication and I never took it. But that's how frustrating it is. I know how that feels.
Linda's bum fell off. Holy moly.
Linda, my bum fell off. Oh my gosh, it went down. You lost your bum? Oh, I didn't start for weight loss and thought my figure was fine. Quite a shock. Weight is stable though in New Mexico. That's so funny. I like how you worded that. That gave me that. That's so funny, Linda. Sue is in West Virginia. Let's see. We've got... This way of life is so worth it. I have reverse type 2 diabetes, anxiety, depression, and psoriasis, among other things. Plus, I've lost 57 pounds.
Holy cow.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That is so amazing. I love our community.
Inspiration. I don't know if you tuned in at the beginning, but I'm hopefully in the process of reversing eczema, and I would love to be rid of that. So one of these days I'm going to wake up and it's going to be gone. I'm looking forward to that day. All right. Port St. Lucia in Florida. Yep. Awesome. Nice and warm over there.
Okay. What do we got here? Okay. I was plant-based for 9 years. I've been carnivore-ish for almost 2 years. I've still had to eat a little bit of carbs because I can't figure out how to get over the insomnia symptom. I need my sleep. Okay.
The insomnia is awful.
Insomnia. Okay, I just want you to know, based on both of our experience, he started a week after I did. And I started having insomnia first. And then when my insomnia stopped, it lasted, I don't know. How long did that last?
A few weeks.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks of just like waking up at 2 a.m. and being wide awake.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's normal, especially since we were plant-based for about that long as well.
Same time, yep.
And so Garrett had the exact same thing. Once I got over the insomnia, then Garrett started.
And I still, every once in a while, will get insomnia.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've only been on this for about 5 months, so I'm sure we're still in an adjustment period. But man, that insomnia will set in every once in a while, and it'll be 11:30 or midnight, and I'll just be awake in bed, super tired but can't sleep. So,
how many books have you read this year? That's what he does when he can't sleep. He goes and he reads out in the living room. So
yeah.
what
I
do you
finished book number 19 last night, actually.
Number 19. Okay, he's so trying to get me into books. And so if you have any good suggestions, put them in the comments. You're into sci-fi.
Science fiction, 100%.
Sci-fi.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what I'm into because I've never been like a huge reader. I will like pour over studies and information online, but like when it comes to sitting down and reading, I kind of struggle. So, but as far as the insomnia goes, I would say do a little bit of carbs if it's just too much insomnia or you really just like it's messing with your life. But if you can push through, our experience was that it'll clear up.
Yeah.
And you'll sleep really well after that. But yeah, it is a struggle. I totally get it. I just had a dark wisdom spot literally fall off my face last. Whoa! That's cool. We have found the fountain of youth. I love that. How long for keto Voragonian? I'm going to say it wrong every time, but how long have you been carnivore? Could you put that in the comments? I'm really curious. Let's see. Ooh. Barb, I've lost 90 pounds in a year and a half. Oh,
that's awesome.
My
Holy
God.
cow.
We need our own huzzah. Guys, put in the comments, what should we say? What should we say every time someone's had a huge success? I need to know. I've lost 90 pounds in a year and a half. Was type 2
disabled?
She means diabetes, I think.
I don't know.
For 6 years, within 2 weeks, I was walking
again.
Oh, disabled. Oh, she was type 2 diabetes, disabled for 6 years. And within 2 weeks, I was walking again, no more pain. Oh my goodness. That's huge. That is huge. Good. Congratulations, Barb. Yeah. And you know what? It is such a success because we're all surrounded by these things that are so bad for us, that make us so sick. And we have to constantly say no to those things. So that's a struggle. Yeah. But like the fact that you've done this is amazing. Maybe Butter Bob, whose face the phrase butter made my pants fall. That's so funny. Had the same problem. His bum disappeared. Yeah. I got to make sure I don't get a flat bum, you know?
I don't want Hayley's bum to disappear.
Is this scaring you?
A little bit.
Should we stop?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, here, let's see.
You can see better than me.
Let's see. So thankful for all of you. I have learned so much.
We were in the vegan community for almost 10 years. It doesn't even compare.
Like we're not bashing anyone.
Not to bash, but just like the support and the encouragement.
Yeah.
Man, we've only been in this again for less than 6 months, and we just feel like we found our people. These are the best people ever.
I mean, look at this. This is our first live stream, and we've got 28 of you guys just sitting in here with us.
Yep.
And you don't have to spend your Friday night chatting with us. I need sci-fi recommendations. It has been a long time since I was up on what's good in that genre. Okay, so you've opened a can of worms. Here we go. I'm gonna step back here.
I could hijack this whole live stream with books.
Here we go.
I just finished a series called The 3-Body Problem. If you like hard sci-fi, so like Arthur C. Clarke, Isaac Asimov, that would be definitely one I would recommend. I read a book at the beginning of this year called Children of Time. It's still one of my favorite sci-fis. If you're squeamish with spiders, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's awesome. So, jump on some other live streams of us or get in contact with us. I'd be happy to give you a list of books that I've worked on. So I would, but if you start with 3-Body Problem, that's 3 long books, and you'll be working on that for a few weeks.
How long did that take you, those 3 books?
About 3 months, but I was pretty busy during that time.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the one I finished last night, actually.
Yeah, he was up late. I went to a prayer night for our church, and
I had
I
insomnia,
stayed
so
forever. I stayed for a long time.
yeah. Last night was an insomnia night, and I was up till 2 reading my book.
Yeah, it's sporadic. It
Yep.
comes and goes for sure. Okay.
So many comments.
I know, it's so great. Look at these people. Good book to help us is Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. It's transformative. Have you heard of that one?
I have. I haven't read it though.
Okay.
I need to get more into nonfiction books. So,
yeah. You need to make a mental list of all of this because
Yeah.
I need to remember.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, we've got some tips here. I found making a hard rule, no phone scrolling in bed, has made a huge improvement in being able to get to sleep. Okay. I struggle so hard with this.
Yeah.
And
she does.
You're so nice. Thank you, Garrett.
I do too.
For calling me out. I struggle more though because like I'm so busy with the kids during the day, and then trying to keep up with our YouTube channel and making sure I answer questions and be there for our community. And then at night, I just want to like sit on my phone and scroll. And it's such a bad habit. Like I know that it is.
With the true crime doc behind the phone.
Guys, I love true crime. It's really.
Who doesn't?
What am I watching right now? Oh, anyway, I watch a lot of true crime. So let's see. I love the book. Oh, let's see. I love the book Evolution Man. It's not too long and hilarious.
I'll have to try that one. I'll try that one. The book I finished last night was terrifying, so I could use something a little bit more lighthearted. So I will check that one out.
Okay. So she's answering our question about how long she's been eating this way. And this is Keto Vorgonian. And she's the one that lost the aging spot we were just talking about. I started keto in 2018, lost 80 pounds, but relapsed at the beginning of 2023, long story, and gained a bunch back, but rebooted in June of 2023. So been at this 25 weeks now. Wow, that's quite the story. I bet that was difficult because I just had like what you would call maybe a relapse during Thanksgiving. And I feel like I'm still kind of struggling a little bit with the like craving carbs, even though I'm not eating them. But I binge the carnivore food, if that makes sense, like to supplement for not having the carbs. But that's awesome. I'm so proud of you for getting back to it and sticking with it for 25 weeks. That's a long time. I think I started right after that it was July.
July 5th.
July 5th. That was my.
No, it was Independence Day. It was July 4th.
Oh, that's right. Because that's all I had on 4th of July was just like the patties, the burger patties and the hot dogs and stuff.
No, I brought home steaks. I cooked steaks.
Oh, it was steaks. Okay. Let's see. I'm 18 pounds down since 2nd of November and never stopping now.
November 2nd. That's quick.
That's quick. My gosh, that is. Hold on. We're in December.
That's like 5 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Go, Dusty. Yeah. I'm proud of you. Type 2 diabetes in remission. You both are great. Love the down-to-earth approach. Oh, you're so kind. Yeah, we're having a great time doing this. So, I mean, it's fun to make friends and feel like you finally found those people that.
And we were worried that our stream was too late. And people are totally showing up.
I know. I don't even, like, we've had people from Canada. I don't know what the time zone is like over there. Like the time difference is. I know it's like 2 hours later over on the East Coast. But you guys are awesome. I'm so proud of everybody. Let's see. It's all in the beef.
It is all in the beef.
I'm going to put that up. There we go. That's right, Barb. It's all in the beef.
So something that Hayley and I have talked about a lot is, do you guys prefer steaks or do you prefer ground beef? Because personally, I can only do steaks for so long before I think I get an aversion to them, or the texture just doesn't seem super appealing. So I always go back to my ground beef, my beef patties with fried eggs on top. That's usually my go-to meal. So put in the comments, do you prefer steak or do you prefer burger patties, or I've seen people just eat a bowl full of ground beef with butter on top, which is pretty excellent.
Yeah, I mean, I had a steak the other day, a New York strip, and I really struggled to eat it. I was hungry, but I was like having an aversion to it, and I'd never had that before.
It's because I didn't cook it.
I was like, I better take a pregnancy test, you know? I'm just,
No.
I'm just kidding. I just see his face. It's okay. We'll watch it back and we'll see his face. Okay, so we've got, let's see here. 203 days on carnivore.
That's where I want to get. Yep.
I know. We'll get there. 83 years old, had a stroke 4 years ago, lost 60 pounds, has hypertension, blood pressure back to normal, expecting to see improvements. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I bet that stroke was scary. And let me know, was that stroke what initiated this kind of search for health? I'm really curious what that story looks like for you.
203 days. Look, I just hit 100. Today's my 150th day.
Woo! That's awesome. I don't know what my days are at right now. Let's see. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Let's see. So.
Oh, it's 10:40 p.m. in Ontario.
So Barb says, I do both. Ground beef and steak. Okay, we've got one for both. Deb said, I prefer when it's on sale.
I do too.
You know what? That's probably the right answer.
Yeah.
in this world right now. Let's see. I love keeping the messaging in front of me, so any evening live is great. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I think this is going to be a regular thing, our Friday night lives. And going forward, we might have some kind of specific topics we want to talk about and discuss with you guys. So be thinking about those topics that you're interested in, or things within our community that you feel like would be helpful that we could discuss. And maybe you guys have things that you have more knowledge on than we do, and you could kind of lead that discussion in the comments for us so that we can all learn. I'd love to do that with you guys.
Well, these lives are super helpful for us too, because just
getting motivation.
Yeah, motivation, getting connected with the community, and just finding like-minded people out there and just hanging out. So Friday is usually our date night. So this will probably be our date nights going forward, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. Yep, it's a perfect date night for sure. It's all of our date night.
That's right.
We're all on a date. I do both, but only get steak on sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to go to, is it Sam's Club that has the orange stickers?
Yep.
We try to go when we know that Sam's Club has those orange stickers out on everything, and make sure that we get somewhat of a good deal.
Well, and that's interesting too, because when we first heard about carnivore years ago, that was one of the things.
They were nuts.
Yeah, well, one, we thought you guys were nuts. Second of all, that was one of the things that dissuaded us, is because we thought, I can't afford a steak every single day. There's no way. So yeah, we definitely go bargain hunting, and we only typically buy the steaks when they're on sale as well.
But I thought that too. And then when I started doing it, obviously you eat like more at the beginning of the carnivore transition, I would say. But also I've noticed that the longer I'm carnivore, the less that I eat during the day, and the more satisfied I am with smaller amounts of food. So I'm sure if you were to eat steak every day, not a steak every day, but if you eat a certain amount of that steak each day, I can't imagine that you not buying all the chips and the sodas and the expensive cookies and the,
and the diabetes medication.
The diabetes medication, like all of that should be factored into the cost per month of food, right? Yeah. So you got a steak. Whatever I've already prepared, which is usually chuck steak or ground beef. I do like a good chuck roast.
Yeah. Hayley's a big roast fan.
Definitely. I did ground beef mostly for my whole first year until I had an aversion. Now I love beef short ribs.
I love short ribs. Oh man.
I don't think I've eaten those on carnivore.
I lived in South America for a few years, and we did short ribs over the open fire, and
Okay.
That's the best thing.
So he
ever.
keeps telling me that we need to go to Argentina
They have the best beef in the world.
because if you
100%.
wanted to like travel the country of Argentina and eat carnivore, it would be easy.
Yep.
Right? Like on the street corners, everywhere.
Yep.
Just barbecue for days. Let's see.
Ooh, hold on. Are you from Scotland? That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's really late for you, bud.
Is it? I don't know what the times are like. Let's see. With ground beef, I have to cook it till it's very, very brown. Otherwise, I don't care for it. I do prefer it over steak, especially
Okay.
if I add a few fried eggs. That
That's like
sounds so
beefception.
good. Like what?
Beefception.
What's that?
Beef on beef.
Oh, wow. My mind just
I love beef patties with fried eggs. To me, that's one of the best things.
Yeah. Yeah, those are so, so good. Let's see. Now that it's winter, I'm doing a lot of bone broth and meat soups.
We need to do bone broth.
Okay. That's something I miss soup. I will take like the drippings from the chuck roast and we'll put them in a jar because it has like that thick layer of fat on it after it's in the Instant Pot and everything. And we save that in the fridge and heat it up when like one of us is sick and not feeling good and maybe needs to like fast to help get over a sickness. But I want to like make soup from a recipe that I would love because I do love soups now that it's, especially since it's this time of year.
Yep.
And then we've got one here. I eat chicken and pork too. I'm the only person eating this way. My family is carb addicts, and so I have to buy everything. Well, Deb, good for you for sticking to your guns and doing what's best for you. I know how hard that is. Yeah, we have experiences that are similar to that. And it is really hard when you care about people and then you're not getting that support maybe that you need because it is difficult. I mean, going against the grain, literally going against the grain is, it's hard. So I applaud you for doing that and continuing forward. So you got a place here, though, in this community.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. If you guys had any last minute questions, unless you had anything else you wanted to cover.
No, I don't think so. It's been really awesome hearing from you and your success stories, and I hope to have one of my own someday, far further into the future than just 6 months doing this.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't want to come off on our videos like we know anything more than anybody else does. We are here to learn and to really learn from you guys and just sharing the experience. And that's why we want to do this. It's so much fun and it's a huge inspiration for us.
Oh yeah, it keeps us motivated and accountable. Making the videos and knowing that you guys are here in our community and kind of supporting us while we support you and all of that. It's really, it's just, there's a lot of love in this community and I really love that about it.
Yeah.
We've had kind of a difficult year and this feels like the cherry on top at the end of our year that kind of rounded out all of that crazy stuff that happened. So, but we're doing really good here. We've got a couple more here. Let's see. West Texas here, craving lamb, home cut lamb.
I have a lamb roast in the freezer and I've yet to cook it.
When are we moving to Texas? They have, don't you guys have like the best barbecue ever?
No, I think so.
At least in the US, that's got to be it, right? We've got to go to Texas.
I need to cook that lamb.
Oh, we do have lamb.
I know. We have a lamb leg roast in the freezer. We need to cook it.
Oh, man. That's right. I forgot. It's probably buried. Let's see here. So I stalled for 3 weeks and finally realized having one Diet Coke a day was causing my stall. Holy moly. Yeah. Well, I could be a little bit better about the level of cleanliness of my food because like in our fridge, we have things like drinks that have not like a Diet Coke, but what are they?
It's like the sparkling ice.
Yeah, and they have like that artificial sugar in there. So maybe that is something I should look into. Obviously, we're not perfect at this, and we're trying to adjust the best we can, and trying to adjust kids at the same time that you're trying to adjust is also proving to be difficult.
Yeah.
But it's a learning curve.
I think we need to tighten some things up for sure, though.
Yeah,
Then
we do. Yeah, definitely. Grace, that's so nice. Everyone give a thumbs up. If you're watching this afterward, give us a thumbs up. That's so nice, Grace. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, you both look at me. Oh,
thank you.
Gee.
She does.
You look so
I'm just
awesome.
along for the ride.
You look cute. You're not along for the ride. We're doing this. Let's see. I'll keep that Diet Coke problem in mind. Yeah, yes, we're going to. Well. Same here. Let's see. Christy. Hi, Christy. Just filled my freezer with half a beef. Oh, my goodness.
We need to do that.
Made a nice crock pot roast. Mostly eat red meat, salmon, chicken, or pork here and there. I think next year, that's going to be our big year. We've never purchased, but we have decent local farms around here. And so we're going to see what we can fit into our freezer. I'm not exactly sure how all of that works, but we're going to do the best that we can to grab local this year or next year. So yeah, that's a great idea. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your
peace. Speak now. While we're here with you guys. I mean, there will be a replay, but it is fun to have time for you guys to kind of chat and to share these success stories, because people who aren't part of our community will see these videos, and to see average Joes like us having success on something continually, not just a Band-Aid, like continual success, that plants a seed, just like it did for me when I heard Michaela Peterson speak. So make chicken noodle soup, make it like a crepe in the skillet and add. Oh, that's such a good idea. Add the chicken and broth. Okay, I was figuring that's how it's made, because I've seen carnivore noodle soup, and I think we're going to try that now.
Yeah, we'll have to try that.
That sounds so good, especially like when you're not feeling 100%. Good to be able to catch it. So many are done during dinner time.
Okay.
Yep.
We were worried about that,
I was like, this is too late. This is going to be too late for people, and they're going to want to hang out on their Friday night with other people. But I'm glad cooler people than us. Nobody wants to hang with us. No, I'm glad you guys are all here, and this is so cool. Thanks for putting it all out there. We are open books.
Yep.
If you ever have questions for us, we're an open book, and we'll put our email down in the description box in case you need more support. So you're always welcome to send us a message there, or obviously in the comments. But okay. Well, you guys, we are going to hop off. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of this community. I'm surprised at how many people are being so wonderful and kind and supporting us in this little tiny channel. And it means the world to us. We wanted to just share our story, and
we're just a little baby channel so far, and and the support that we've gotten, we read your comments every single day.
Yeah. And Garrett will screenshot them and send them to me, or I'll screenshot one and send it to him. So
we read your comments. If you post something on our channel, we are going to see it, and most times we are going to respond. So keep leaving them, and we just love to hear from you. You guys are a huge inspiration to us, and you're the ones that keep us on track.
Oh, gonna put this one up. I look forward to hanging out with you on Lioness Live on the 19th. All the best to you both. Yes, I am a Lioness Lifestyle Live host with Christy at Meeting Wellness and Ellie at Nourishment Redacted. And we interview women specifically who are doing carnivore and are experiencing amazing results. And they're of all ages, different backgrounds. Sometimes we have doctors on there. And so come join us. I love that.
Yeah,
Thanks for shouting it out. That was so nice. So yeah, we will be live next Friday.
Yep.
So thanks for being here. We appreciate all of you.
Yep.
Our cholesterol is fine. See you next time. Bye, guys.